Alright guys, let me announce my giveaway events for March, and this time it will be exciting because I'm going to try to do something different, which is going to be a community hosted PvP draft tournament. Okay, so this actually came from, well, this was inspired by another content creator, HAIKYU Plays, so shout out to him. Basically recently Dev have been asking us for some feedback. He gave this great suggestion of saying, if we have the option to actually battle against a friend, then we can use that to host tournaments, etc. Now, obviously, I'm not sure whether or not the devs can actually implement that because it kind of depends on the JPE as well. But even if we can't actually have this in game, what I saw is that we can totally bring this outside of the game in our own community, right? So what I'm going to do is I will host this PvP draft tournament, and everything will be done on Discord instead. So there will be two phases in this tournament. There will be a submission phase and also a voting phase. Both of them will be on Discord, and I will show you guys at the end of the video exactly how to join my Discord server and also where to post all of your submissions, etc. Okay, so let's start off with the first phase, which is submission phase. It will be from now all the way to the 19th of March. And what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to submit a screenshot of 7 characters in their most optimal rotation. Now, the characters need to be available on global. However, I will give wiggle rooms for characters which are already announced. So for this month, because Aone has already been announced, you guys can use character all the way up to Aone, okay? But not any more further than that, okay? So don't give me the future JP character. The characters can only be the ones available on global right now, plus SP only, who will be out in a few days' time. Now, all of the characters, I'm gonna also assume them to be max dupe and also with their own memories equipped onto them, okay? Now, there's gonna be a twist on this, which is that the total cost for your team have to be 20 points or less, okay? Now, how are the points gonna be counted? For each SR character with lower rarity, it's only going to be worth 1 point. If it's an SSR character, it'll be 2 points. If it's a UR character, with the exception of Sacrosanct Comrie, it'll be 3 points. And then for Sacrosanct Comrie, because they essentially have SP level stats, I'll treat them as SP characters. So those two plus SP characters, they're going to be worth 4 points each. And then I'm also going to add 1 additional cost for each of the character, which is not Daytech but Fukrodani. So the idea here is kind of celebrate, I guess, the release of SP Akashi and also SP One to make it a bit more in line with the recent update on global. This will also obviously change month on month if I do decide to repeat this tournament in the future as well, okay? Just to make it a bit different each time. So basically with all of those restrictions, so if we say, give an example of character, let's say you are Hoshimi Korai. He is a UR character, so he normally would be worth 3 points. However, because of this last bullet point, he's not from Daytech or Fukudani schools, so therefore he will actually be worth 4 points now instead. So with all of those restrictions, you need to make sure your total team is still less than 20 points, or less or equal to 20 points. So hopefully this will give you guys an opportunity to not just try to make a team full of SP or UR characters, and it actually allows you to bring out some of the more lessly commonly played characters, such as those SSR or even the SR characters. Now, when you make the submission, all I need from you guys is a screenshot, but obviously it will eventually be voted by public. So if you do want to write up some commentary, then feel free to go ahead. So for example, why do you think this team is very good? Why the rotation is good? Who do you have for your liberal substitution? All of those good stuff. You can add them in just to increase your likelihoods of actually being voted as a winner if you want, or if you want to keep it simple, just submit a screenshot. That's also absolutely fine. Okay, so that's going to be the submission phase, and then we move on to a public voting phase, which will be from the 20th to the 24th of March. Now, for this one, it's quite simple. All you have to do is just to react with the thumb up emoji to the 3 teams that you think are the best. Okay, it's just going to be as simple as that. So basically, we will be selecting 3 winners out of that, and that's kind of what everyone have a choice of 3 votes. So that's basically how the tournament is going to happen. Now, how would the giveaway slots actually then be awarded for them? So basically, the top 3 winners decided by the public voting, they will automatically get a slot in my giveaway. Then at the same time, what I'm going to do is I will also want to encourage people to just participate, both in the voting and also in the submission. So for the voting ones, what's going to happen is that for the 3 winners, which are decided by the public, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at everyone who have reacted to those winners, and then I'll be picking 3 randomly from each of those winners. So in total, there will be 9 people picked just from the fact that they have voted correctly on the right winners. Okay, so that's gonna be how additional winners will be picked, and then anything left over from that will be randomly picked from everyone who have submitted. Okay, now the only exception is that this is just a rule I always make for every single month, is that I don't want to pick duplicate winners each month. So if you happen to qualify for multiple of those methods, then I'm only going to count you once, just so that I always submit 20 different winners every single month. Okay, so that's just a rule I make for all of my giveaway events. But yeah, so that's basically the idea. So hopefully this will encourage everyone to participate, whether it's just to submit the screenshot or actually try to vote correctly on the best winners, etc. I would expect you guys to vote fairly as well. Okay, so don't just change your vote after you realize someone's leading by miles. Okay, let's try to make it as fair as possible. But yeah, so that's gonna be the details for my giveaway. So how do you actually join my server to participate in the giveaway? So basically, I will share the Discord link in the comment section below. What you need to do is click on that link and then go to this Get Roles channel. And basically, the idea here is to click on this voteable button so that you are then assigned to the HAIKYU role. Now, once you have access to this role, you can then scroll down to this HAIKYU section and you will see various different channels here. I will be sharing all of the event instruction in this event instruction channel, so you guys can see all you need to do, in terms of the timelines of when you need to do what for each of the events. And then there's also going to be a forum which is going to be called event submissions. Now there will be multiple posts in here. I will always try to make the title of the post so that it kind of refers to the events we have available, so it's easy for you guys to figure out exactly what event is for. And for this time around, it's going to be the March draft tournament. So what you need to do is basically click on this and then basically just simply post your screenshot. And once again, I have the rules for all of the of the point system, let's say, of exactly what you need to submit, and also what are going to be the restrictions and the assumptions I'll be making as well. Okay, so that's basically how you'll be submitting it. Once you have submitted the screenshot, what you could need to do is then you should just be able to react it with a sum up on whichever screenshot you want during the voting phase, and then at the end of the day, I will just basically be looking at everyone who click on the sum up and then choose the voters randomly as giveaway winners, and obviously those one with the most votes would also be giveaway winners. And also at the end of that, any remaining slots, I'll just do a random number generation and to pick it from everyone who submitted as well. Okay, so definitely try your best to submit a screenshot and also participate in the voting, because there are plenty of chances for you guys to win those giveaway slots. Okay, so that's gonna be what's happening for my giveaway this month. Let me know what you guys think of this idea. If it goes well, I am actually considering making this like a ongoing thing for all of my giveaways in the future. And obviously this is the first time around, so welcome any feedbacks. If you think, like, for example, some of the rules are a bit too strict or a bit too easy and we probably should need to update them to something else, then do let me know as well. We can try to make this quite good going forward and make it a bit more fun event for the community outside of the game itself.